Welcome to Bunnyfish Crafts. I'm your host Heather, known as Bunnyfish on Ravelry, Plurk, YouTube, and Instagram. Today is the 5th of August, 2013. This is episode 38. Test Knitters Are Us. Grab some sticks and string and come sit with me. So how's your week been? Mine has been busy unpacking and cleaning and all the fun things that come with moving and being a mom to two small children. So it was pretty good. Oh, that's weird. You can see so much of me now in this new craft room, which means you can see my hands moving. You couldn't see my hands moving before, and they move pretty frequently. Let's see, what happened this week other than that? I'm cutting down a tree. We have 3 apple trees in our backyard, but one of them never developed good roots, and I guess it's fallen over several times in the past, well, over this summer, so we're just cutting it apart. So I've been trying to cut off a branch a day at least. This is only the second day. But we have about half the tree down between myself and my best friend Becca. She is good help. She's watching the kids right now so I can record, so yay, Becca. Gabriel was really insistent that we start orange socks, and he couldn't wait any longer. So I pulled out I only had 4 skeins that had orange in them, and he chose this one, which is Hippie Penguin Fibers. It is Chicks and Duckies. It was the second color in the County Fair Club. And it's orange and yellow and brown and white. And this is how far it is. I don't know how much work this is going to get, but it's Gabriel's project, so whenever he decides that he wants to knit, we knit on it together. You probably won't see it every week because his interest waxes and wanes. He's 4. What can you do? I don't think anything else happened this week. Anything major. So, let's get to the moment you have all been waiting for. Well, I've been waiting for. The one skein craft along. Did you finish your project? Did you? I finished mine! These are the Zipper Lexicon socks by Kirsten Hall, and they look way better on my feet than on the sock blockers, but don't socks always. This is this yarn. Yeah, this is how much I have left. So I definitely used 75%. And this yarn is Mountain Colors, Crazy Foot, in the colorway Mountain Tango. I loved working with it. This is the second pair of socks that I've made out of it. I made Steve a pair using an orange colorway, and I just love the way this stuff works out. So I'm probably going to have to go find some more. So did you finish your projects? Did you put them in the thread? You know who did finish her project and put it in the thread? Number 31, Polly Jean. She made a Rocky Mountaineer, and she won this skein of new fiber. So Polly Jean, send me a PM with your address, and just know that I'm so jealous that you get to have this yarn because I love it, and because I'm in love with the Zipper Lexicon sock pattern. I think that would be excellent yarn for that pattern. But I hope you love the yarn and get in touch with me. By the way, you guys, 41 entries. I am so excited and impressed by the work that you guys did for this knit along. And I hope that you will be equally excited about the knit along that's coming up. It starts 1 week from today. I am doing the VKN Friends knit along, crochet along, you know, whatever. So the idea is to pick a pattern or use a yarn that has been made by one of my friends, one of the people who I VKN with. I'm going to read you off the list. I have to pull it up on the Ravelry thing because it's pretty long. So here are the people who have done patterns. Anuska Justin, who is Swedish, Hillary, Hippie Penguin, Jenna Meyer, I don't know why I hesitated, of 716 Knit, who has a coupon code, which is It Must Be Bunny, spelled with an I, which started on August 1st and goes through September 30th, which is 30% off any of those patterns. Josh Ricks, who is sort of a knitter and does geometrics, also has a coupon code, which is Swordfish, spelled with a PH, which started yesterday and goes through September 14th, and that's 25% off. Kimberly Gintar of The Giving Flower. Lisa Tomko, who is Lisa Mary K1 of the Knit Two Together podcast, she has a coupon code, which is Bunnyfish KAL, and that goes August 1st through September 30th, and that's 30% off any of those patterns. Megan Williams, Just Run It of Stockinette Zombies. Meltran Design, who is Melissa. Sarah, I don't know how to say your last name. Is it Bueller? Because it kind of looks like that to me. Rain Lover Knits. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that. Your podcast was taken down before I could watch and see if you said your last name ever. Sarah Messingham, Silky Doll, and Vicky Sever, who is Heartland Knits. Those are all of my VCAN friends who have pattern stores. And then the yarn shop links are to 716 Knit, which has a coupon code, It Must Be Bunny, which goes August 1st through September 30th and is 13% off. Also, Hippie Penguin Fibers, Penguin Soup, and Spartacus Dyes. That's a lot of choices. Of course, you don't have to spend any money. I really get disappointed when I want to join in podcasters' craft-alongs, and I can't because I can't afford to buy the pattern at that time, or I can't pre-order the fiber to spin, or whatever. So some of those people have free patterns. They might all have free patterns. I don't know. Feel free to use a free pattern. I just would like, I was talking in a VKN and I said that I love my friends so much that I want to show them my love by getting everybody else involved in showing my love to my friends. So that's what we're doing. We're showing my friends some love. Go out, look through the patterns, and look at the yarns. Order if you're able. If you're not, find something free that you would like to make. This starts a week from today, so don't cast on right now. Wait until next Monday, which is the 12th. I don't think I've made a tag yet, but let's go ahead and make it BPHVKN. And also, I'm going to have a flash giveaway this week from now until next week because I know that some people can't afford to buy patterns right now, and I totally understand. I would like you to go to the thread that I'm going to make as soon as I finish recording this and pick, you can do one of two things. You can either pick the one pattern that you are super in love with by my friends up to $7. I don't know if anybody has patterns more expensive than that, but I'm putting the cap at $7. Either tell me the one pattern you would like, and if I pick you via random number generator before I record next week, then you'll get that one, or you can list several patterns that you love equally and that you would be happy getting any of them, and if you are picked, I will just pick a pattern and gift it to you. So go look, go post. I look forward to seeing what you guys are excited to make, and I hope you all cast on next week with me. I think that's all that I had. Oh no, prizes. Let me tell you what the prizes are for that knit along. I think they're pretty awesome. One prize is a pattern from Hillary, who is Hippie Penguin. Another prize is a skein of We Don't Have Cable, so we have to make our own fun on 716 Boss by 716 Knit. And, well, there we go. That's what that skein of yarn looks like. I love her stuff, and I'm jealous that you can win that, and I can't. And the last prize is this awesome bag that was made by one of my awesome VKN friends, Haley. It's got drawstring on the top. It's very deep. It's awesome colors. And I have a Haley bag, and I love it very, very much. I think my Haley bag is buried on my desk right now under all of my stuff. So those are the 3 prizes you could win for participating. Go look at patterns, go look at yarns, pull things out of your stash if you have them from those designers. Oh yeah, one more thing. If you use a pattern from one of my friends and a yarn from one of my friends, you can post that finished object twice because it counts as 2 separate entries. So there you go. I've been talking a long time and I haven't even gotten to anything yet. And I'm not even done talking about knit-alongs. So the temperature knit-along, craft-along. Here's where my socks are. If you don't know what the knit-along is, go find it in the Ravelry group. I'm not going to talk about it today because we're pretty far along already. I put in the heels, so that's fantastic, and I am ready to start the leg. The only finished object I had were the zipper Lexicon socks, so let's see what I was working on. I am doing 2 test knits. One of them I can't show you at all because my friend is designing them with hopes that they will be picked up for Sock Madness next year, but I will show you the yarn that I'm using. This is Peyton's Croy Sock FX in Calla Lily, and this is Croy Sock 4-ply in Gentry Gray. And the socks are really, really gorgeous. The second test knit that I'm doing is for Jenna of 716 Knit, and I just started the lace. I'm using US size 1, which is 2.25 millimeters. Pattern calls for US 1.5, but I don't own that, and it's okay. US size 1 makes socks that fit my feet in the stitch count, so that's good. Look at this yarn. Isn't it gorgeous? I don't know what it is. I got it from Haley, who got it in a D-stash from somebody, and it didn't come with a tag. It's really sad because it's super soft. Like, it's against your face soft, which is not how all sock yarns are. So if anybody recognizes this yarn, this colorway, and knows what it is, I would love to know what it is. I think it's beautiful. And these are the Fram socks that I'm testing for Jenna. I'm hoping to get these through the heel next week, so you'll have something else to see. I did, I don't know, 1 hexagon this week on the wedding ring quilt by Coates & Clark. And I looked up the color of this. This is Karen 1 pound in the color Lavender Blue. It's a lot more purple in person than you're seeing. It looks blue on the screen, but it's definitely purple here. And I did some spinning. Not a lot. I think I spun for an hour. But it's getting there. And look, I don't have that much fiber left. Getting close. This is still braided. So close until I can ply and hopefully make socks out of it. We shall see. I really, really want to make socks out of it, so I hope it works out. And that's all that I worked on this week, except for my sock yarn blanket, which is going fantastically. I did 4 squares, but the big one counts as 4, so 7 in the grand scheme of my sock yarn blanket. And these are ZK yarns. my plan is to do 3 rows. So it'll be this row, which would be designated if there was, you know, a diamond right here, and then this row up here. So I'm going to add in a square here and then go across doing the 3 at once. So they'll all be clustered together. And I picked out my yarn for my colors for this week. Those ones. And these ones. That's too many together. There you go. So some of these are from Kelly and some of these are not from Kelly. Kelly, I hope you're watching and seeing the gorgeousness that is happening with the yarn that you gave me now that I'm working with your yarn. Do you guys want to see the sock yarn blanket since you can see so much more at once? Let's see how much of the blanket we can get in. Oh, look, you can get the whole height in there. I'm just not big enough to do the whole width in one go. There we go. Yay, sock yarn blanket. I am totally going to cast on a square while this is editing so that I can get my 1 square for the day in. Actually, I really just want to work on squares, so that's probably what I'm going to do the rest of the day. And then get back to test knitting tomorrow. I got some things in the mail this week. The first thing is from the County Fair Fiber Club. So if you didn't get the fiber, if you are getting the fiber, because it was optional, you got to choose either fiber or bag. I went with fiber because I want more spinning fiber. If you haven't gotten it yet, look away, but here it is. It is Superwash BFL, 4 ounces, and it is called Carnival Bears. I love the colors in this braid. I'm super excited to spin this. I think it's going to be my next project after the Superwash Merino. My next project on that particular spindle. And I'm probably going to try to make socks with it again. Because once I get that off of that spindle, I'll have an idea of whether or not how thick I was spinning the merino works for socks. So this can be even better for socks. I like it. Also, it smells good. So yay. Oh, let me show you the tag in case you're super in love with it. Hippie Penguin Fibers, Hillary, who I love. She's so sweet. Fantastic. The other thing that I got in the mail is a bag from Knitting's My Bag. Lois is fantastic and donated a prize to the Sittin' and Knittin' podcast with Diana, and I won that prize. And even though she is on vacation right now, she still made me the bag that she donated. She let me pick out my fabric, and I gave 2 or 3 choices because she is away on vacation and her husband was going to be going through her stash of fabric to find the fabric. And I don't know about your significant others, but my significant other cannot be trusted to find everything that I ask him to find. He just can't. So I gave 3 options in case he couldn't find, in case Lois's husband couldn't find one of the fabrics. And this is the fabric that was found and that made it to me. And this is a really good sized bag. This is a huge bag. I'm not sure what size it is in the shop. If there was a note, I dropped it upon opening the package. And I looked, but I have small children and they take things sometimes when I drop them. They think it's a really fun game. So it's pretty big. It's got pockets. Can you see the pockets? No, the light's just not going to work. Oh, I think you kind of saw them. Drawstring. And I have had to try so hard not to use this all week. And I was successful, so I could show you. I love this. I love this fabric. I love this fabric because it reminds me of my children. And included with that package were these cute stitch markers. I don't have any square stitch markers, but I like the idea of them. So I'm really excited to try those. And that brings me to what I am reading. I went through all of that at the beginning, going on and on and on, and now I'm almost to the end, and it took equal amounts of time. That's ridiculous. I'm still listening to A Storm of Swords. I am, I think, 75% of the way through, maybe a little further than that. I'm really, really enjoying it. It's to a point now where it's so different from the season and is touching on things that the season didn't touch on at all. It's fantastic. And I'm still reading Poisonwood Bible by Barbara Kingsolver. I got in a slump with it. I haven't read it in a few days. I haven't read anything in a few days. I don't know. I just fell out of my reading mood. It'll come back, probably in 2 weeks. Seems to be that way. Sometimes I just need a break from reading. My 3 favorite things. These are my 3 favorite things decorating my craft room. And the first one, you've been looking at them the whole time, haven't you? The first one is this little dragon candle that my high school boyfriend bought me. And I just can't bring myself to burn this little guy. He's a little bit worn because I've done a decent amount of moving. But I think he is adorable. And he makes me happy just hanging out, just being a little baby dragon. I really like dragons and dinosaurs hatching out of eggs. I'm not sure why. The second thing needs its glass replaced because it got broken in the move. It is. Do you see those drawings? When I was in college, I took a summer course that was about art, and I'm sorry, I can't hold it steady. This frame is too heavy for my wrists. I have really weak wrists. I was in a course over the summer that was about art, and I don't remember what it was called. It was like an art appreciation type thing, and one of the assignments was to create your own piece of art in some way. And the girl who sat next to me in class and I decided to partner up because you had to have a partner. Your artwork had to be complementary, but well, it had to go together. I guess it didn't have to be complementary. And she drew these little characters on cigarettes because I believe it was a long time ago. College was a long time ago. I think I took this course 6 years ago. I believe she was Korean. And in Korea, girls draw these little characters on cigarettes for their boyfriends. If the boyfriends don't smoke them when they run out of cigarettes, it's like kind of like a true love moment, I guess. I love these little characters. They're just so cute. And I don't think that I would have the patience or the dexterity to draw those characters on these cigarettes and not break them because cigarette papers are pretty thin. And then the last thing, which I just took down off my wall, is my purse, my birthday purse that I talked about in episode 30. Every time I look over at it, I smile. Oh, I think you can see the words on it better than you could in episode 30. Oh yeah. I think you can even see the silver today. But if you want the story behind the purse, go watch the last, 5-10 minutes of episode 30 and you will know. That is all I have for you this week. I hope to see you next week. And I hope you made something fantastic with your sticks and string. Bye.